with Jason Garcia, who just finished first place at the PPG Tour Columbus. Let's get right into his deck profile.
Alright, so first is the consistency cards. Play 3 Extravagance, Pot of Greed. Play 2 Duality. 2 is fine. You don't want to see more than... You don't want duality for duality. Next card is going to be the Soul of the deck. Hidden City gets you Guru, and Guru gets you Phoenix or Final Battle, which just controls the whole board.
And as we can see, if you draw it 3 times in a row, it's just game.
Yeah. Next, I play 2 Call By. I don't want to see it too often, but I do want to see it whenever. And with any combinations of these cards, of the drawing cards, either Ghost Ogre or Ash, just those kind of hurt, but it just depends on the hands. Next is going to be 3 Guru. He's the searcher of the deck, and he's going to be either going to be the only one or one of the only ones that you're going to ever summon. He also has a Book of Moon effect. Sometimes it's a quick effect, sometimes you have to force it to be one. Next is the 3 Phoenixes. Omni Negate Hand Trap. It's pretty good, and it's also either special summons from graveyard or hand. Comes useful in the grind games. Next is the 1-ofs, 1 Umastrix and 1 Nemesis Archer. Both are needed. You have to play them. Sometimes they're bricks, but if you're lucky, you never see them in your opening hand.
So you need one, but you're saying they are bricks, so therefore you just don't really want to see them.
That's why you play 3. That's why you play 1. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Next, the hand traps. I play 3 Ash. Best hand trap. You want to see her. 2 Ogre.
New art?
Yeah, new art. Looks. It's really good against your worst matchups like True Draco and Sky Striker. Good thing I didn't see any Sky Strikers the whole run, but if I did, it would have been useful for that too as well. And then the last hand traps, they're going to be 3 Infinite. This is really good. They as a thought you don't care. You have Infinite, or you just let it go through, and then you use your traps to actually kill their board. And then in Archetype Trap, the Final Battle has 4 effects. You either set, flip, gain attack, or prevent negation of activated effects of Subterra cards. Really good. The Solemn Brigade, 3 Judgment. It's really good. You might as well play 3. It's always live, so that's the good thing about it. Next is 3 Strike. Strike is really good, especially in you mostly want to use it to negate summons. Negating summons is really powerful in this format right now. So, and also like monster effects in general. Then the other Crackdown. It's a really good trap. I've only played 2 because sometimes it's really good, but you sometimes want to see other things, and it can be abused in Guru because of the Book of Mooning stuff. And then the final cards is the Floodgates. 3. There can only be 1. This deck does not have any same type, except if you're trying to summon more Gurus, but that you're usually either winning or you bricked really hard. Next is the side. It's more important than the extra. We have Raking Boards. We have 3 Super Poly. Other card to break boards. is to Cyber Dragon. Really good. Really good against Orcus, Sky Striker, and it's a free special summon that's 21, so it's just really good against any deck that has an extra monster in the extra monster zone.
Got you. So you're saying you would play this even though we're in like a format where there's Cyber Orcus running around. You're saying that it was more because of that, trying to beat over beaters. It's not really just because of that deck.
I mean, it was really, really good against Cyber Orcus, but right now it's still good against Orcus still because they either have something in the extra monster zone, and sometimes it's the Galatea, and then you just link it off, so it doesn't really matter. Or sometimes it's especially against other stun decks and back row decks, having monsters that just special summon and are big beaters are really essential in those matchups. Like especially, it also works against Inspector borders and all that. That's why I also play 3 Pankratops. Pankratops is just really good in any matchup. Really, it's just a big. It's a Cyber Dragon that's better because it pops, and you can have monsters. You just have to control less, and that's why I only play 2 of this and 3 of this. And it you just kind of want to see these cards in against like control matchups. Other cards I play, so those were the cards to break boards pretty much. The other cards is to prevent, especially against Orcus, is Lancia. You have to play it still. Orcus is probably the best or second best deck in the format, so you still have to play it.
Oh, of course it's second best because first place gets you.
That didn't even make sense, boy. All right. Next is 3 Heavy Duster. It's good against back row. I hate back row. Those back row heavy decks, they're trash. So you play this type of stuff. And then finally, when Imperial Order, still play for Sky Striker and any other deck that has a bunch of spells. It's pretty good. It might not be as useful now since what I've experienced is Sky Striker is kind of meh right now, but who knows? It'll probably still be good though. Sky Striker. Next is the extra deck, or mostly known as the Crackdown and the Super Poly targets. Well, first is the actual thing that I sometimes go into. 1 Phoenix. Sometimes I make it. Not very often, but it's there whenever I need it. 1 Hayate in case I crack down one of the Sky Striker cards. 1 Ningirsu to overlay over a crackdown Galatea or Langirsu. 2 Chimera Tech Mega Fleet. Since I play Cyber Dragon in the side, this is really good. And and then sometimes if you're just playing against Cyber Dragon, it's pretty much an auto win. You just make them go first. Yeah, pretty much it. Other Super Poly targets, I like Chimera, 3 of them. 1 Chimera, just for salad, pretty much.
Initial target.
Yeah, but it also comes up with some different interactions, like Salamander, Chimera. This one requires a link, so they have to have like Phalanx and a Salagrade monster or anything like that. But this one just requires 2 cybers. So what ends up happening is they do like Gazelle and then bring back Spinny. So in that instance, you would Super Poly, and and the spinny would get banished, and the gazelle would be used up. So you have that. Um, Next is two starving venoms, dark targets, and then one the new guy. Also, just an extra dark target in case you play like danger, pure danger or something, or if like a Lunalight or a pure Orcus messes up their combo and they have like 3 darks or something. Or also Thunder Dragon. Also, speaking of Thunder Dragon, we also play this other Predaplant target. It requires a fusion and a dark. It's good against like if they end up on like Colossus and Titan, or just 2 Colossus. You just take those or use the other one. I like this one because it negates activated effects, so that's pretty good. And then one Mud Dragon. Sometimes it comes up, but not very often.
Nice. So, what would you say your matchups were?
My matchups, I actually have them up. It was I played first round was True Draco. It was a 2-1. It was pretty. It was okay. Then I faced a mirror 2-0 against Guru Control. Third round I played against Pendulum 2-1 that one. On that one I kind of felt bad because game 3 I opened up Cyber Dragon, Pankratops, and Super Poly, and he had some board, not that much. It really hurts. Pendulum is in a weird way with not having Aggro Pain. So after I did Cyber Dragon and he banished it, I had another Cyber Dragon, so I summoned that one again. Pankratops, and then Super Poly is he had 3 darks actually, so that was the only time I actually fusion summoned the new guy, and then he just pretty much scooped at that point. Then my 4th match was against Orcus. That was a 2-0. I don't remember much of it. Then 5th was another Orcus. I 2-0'd him again. I don't remember that one. Salamangreat was my only loss. I just didn't draw anything. Then after that, it's Orcus, and I 2-0'd that guy. Next, the second last was against actually the 2nd place Mech Knight. I 2-0'd him on round, I think 8. Round 8. I 2-0'd him. So then the 9th round, I got paired up with Paleozoic Frog. I 2-1 him, but it was very back and forth. I don't really like facing against other control decks. It's just a headache sometimes. Then after Swiss in the top cut, I faced Thunder Dragon. I 2-0'd him. After that was against Lunalight Orcus. I 2-1 him. He made a misplay, and I just capitalized on it, so that was that.
You take it.
Yeah. And then the semifinals would have been against Orcus, 2-1. And then finally the revenge against Shannon. He almost got me there, but after on the last round, I had full back row, and he had 3 cards in hand. He did the Mech Knight fusion thing, and then after that, I tried to strike the adding, but he had the red reboot. But at that time, I knew I couldn't get LTK'd with the one monster that he searched and the one other card he had in hand. So I was pretty safe in that. So we just talked it out.
Nice. So what do you think about the whole event, your experience overall?
I like the new meta. It's pretty alright. The whole tournament thing was pretty fun. It was my first time actually winning something instead of getting like 2nd or 5th. And I like that was also my first like Top Cut experience, and it was pretty fun. Overall, it was a very fun experience and everything. Yeah.
Nice. So you're happy you actually came because you almost didn't come. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know this, but it was last minute. You said, "Ah, fuck it, let's go."
Yeah, yeah. I didn't really felt like it, but then like I just saw that a lot of people were going, so I decided that I wanted to at least to experience it for one time.
Nice. And exactly what did you get for first place so everybody at home can know?
Yeah, I got quite a big cash prize, and then I got this mat. It's very pretty. I really like it. And then I got this trophy.
Nice. Look at that. Yeah, everybody knows that from online. They see it posted everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Before we let you go, any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Yeah, I want to give a shout outs to Mini Fresh for having me in their video, and Mike at Bartlett and the locals there. Even though I can't even top that local, it's too tough, man. Yeah.
No worries, no worries. Well, thank you, Jason. This was Minty Fresh Gaming coming at you live. We'll catch you next time.